How's it going, YouTube? This is Not the Real Satoshi, and I'm coming at you with another theory. I have a lot of theories about theories and theories. So here's another theory for you. A theory. Oh god, I can't believe I did that. Alright, so here we go. What makes a truly viable product? Well, your first reaction is to say fulfill a need, right? Fulfill a need that the world has, right? Well, that's all well and good, okay? Fulfill a need that the world has. That's how you have an original product that is serviceable. But how do you have a truly viable product? We might be like, well, marketing. Marketing's very important, but that's not what creates a viable product. That's what propagates a viable product. How do you create a truly viable product? Here's how you do it. Take a product someone already has, and this is going to sound really bad. This is just fact. Take a product someone already has. I know I said fact, it's theory, whatever. Make it better. And put them out of business, or put them so far into obscurity that your name is synonymous with your thing, and their name is either synonymous with dead and gone, or some other words I probably shouldn't say, because I am trying to monetize this channel. But so you take a product and you make it better, but that is not the be all and end all of it. See, I'm using 3 examples. I'm going to use Facebook, the iPhone, and the heavy metal band Metallica. Check this out. So when Facebook first come out, what was there that was bigger than Facebook? MySpace. But Facebook straight out killed MySpace. Sure, there's still a few arbitrary people that use it, but if you still use MySpace, people might actually call you a loser. So Facebook is considered the better product. Thereby, using MySpace becomes sort of a social letdown of sorts. Then there's the iPhone. Very similar. If you have an Android instead of an iPhone, which I'm recording this on an Android, you can probably tell by the vertical screen, which I'll fix that for the next video. I didn't even think about that when I pressed record. My bad. But the iPhone, it didn't quite put Android out of business because there's so many companies that use Android, but it's a class thing. And very similar to Facebook, you're in a sort of obscure place for not having the iPhone or for not having a Facebook account in comparison to being on MySpace or using an Android. It's a class thing, it's a society thing, it's a status thing. And what about Metallica? Well, when Metallica first come out, there were thrash metal bands. There were plenty of them. There was plenty of heavy metal bands. But they come out and they did it better. And they propagated it properly. Now, what about propagating it properly? Well, let's use the Metallica example because I love metal. So I'm going to use the Metallica example. So, what Metallica did, they first come out, they released an album, and it was pretty good, well received by the fans, and then they got better, and they got better, and they got better, and then they got better. Then they stagnated for a while. That's what Facebook did, and that's what the iPhone did. They got bigger and better for a while, then they stagnated. But I'm not done yet. With same as Metallica, I think Facebook did this for a while. It's still kind of going through this phase right now. And the iPhone is losing features, so I know it's going through this. Because you're losing the headphone jack, you're losing the... what else are you? I don't know. I don't care. Y'all are losing too much crap to be paying $1,000 for a phone. But whatever, it's a status thing. So... get worse, because you got better and you kept getting better, and then all of a sudden You stagnated. Now everybody's waiting for you to come back, do something better again, and then they'd love you for it. However, that is exactly what they would expect from you. Don't do that. Don't be predictable. If you're constantly getting better, you might want to step back and get a little worse just to make people complain. You make people complain, there's a whole new fire about your product. But don't do this until you have brand loyalty, until your name is synonymous with some kind of status. Back in the day, if you listened to Metallica, you were a beast, man. Like nowadays, it's really tame. You'd be listening to like Lamb of God, Slayer, or Whitechapel, Cannibal Corpse. Then there's some other ones you can't even pronounce because their name's too damn long. Like 55 Gore, except that's not their actual name. 55 Gore is a band that has 55 words in their names, and they're a gore grind band, so they're called 55 Gore, unless you pronounce the whole name. But Metallica got its brand loyalty in '91 with the release of their self-titled album, otherwise known as the Black Album. Then they stagnated, they were gone musically, like they still toured and everything. They were still there. They didn't leave. They just stagnated, no music. And Facebook stagnated, no extra features, nothing really special for a while. iPhone did that. It was basically the same phone repeated 3 or 4 times before they did anything else. And then they got worse. iPhone took away some features, Facebook started changing its algorithm, and Metallica released Load and Reload. And then Saint Anger to boot. And then after you've gotten worse for a while, get a little better. Get back to... Okay, so like you started down here and you got better and better. Maybe go back to your 3rd step. Don't go back to your peak yet. And then go down just a little bit more. And then go right back up again with something that blows everybody's mind. And then you've locked brand loyalty, probably forever. That's what I think The Simpsons even did this. Because they stagnated for a really long time. But I've been hearing, and I haven't been watching for a while, but I've been hearing that the new stuff is actually becoming good again, right? Kind of similar. And then, I guess in the case of Facebook, you can't really do this, and maybe not with really iPhones either, but in the case of music and bands and media, once you've gotten to that point that blows everybody's mind and they love you again, you might want to just step back, leave, and let the profit roll in. And that way, because if you have been getting worse, then you get better, then you get worse, and then you get way better. If you get worse again, everybody's going to leave. You're gone. So you got to play it careful. Anyway, that is my theory about how to create and propagate a truly viable product. And it is a long game of chess where you will lose some pieces. But as long as you keep your king intact, you win, right? So, play the game of chess until the end, and you just might put the other player in checkmate. That's it for this theoretical video. And yeah, the video itself is theoretical. It might not even exist, by the way. But next time it won't be vertical. My bad. I just had to set it up this time, and I just dropped it, set it up. This has been a long video as it is. Hope it turns out okay. Hope you heard the music. Pretty good, as far as I'm concerned. I know I was talking about a metal band playing some trap music, but that's alright. As long as the words aren't there, I can stand it. Later, guys. I ain't got a catchphrase yet. You're just gonna have to deal with the awkward endings for a while.